Hey up, me odes. It is King Rowie here, the king of craft beer, the king of beer reviews, and the final boss of beer reviewers. Now, while this is just going on, I'm going to have to do some just things on the background to just make sure this is running properly. So bear me 2 seconds. I don't know how to do this. There we go. This is the start of every live video. I don't know if I could do this. Is that what that's running? That in it? Is the sound going? Man alive, there we go. That was incredible. Yeah, so I have got a great big bottle of beer here that I bought from Brew Tavern in Nottingham. I believe they still have some of this in. It's from Three Sons Brewing in Florida. It is Broward County brand stout. It's cost me, I said that, it cost me 36 quid. It's an imperial stout aged in bourbon barrels, Haven Hill, a 12-year-old. Barrel fill. They couldn't have put this in a more convoluted way. Barrel filled 4/20/2023. Barrel emptied 11th of the 1st, 2024, and that is 11th of the 1st there because I changed that away around because the Americans have a very daft way of doing dates, and it's treatment, which I assume they mean adjuncts, which is some sort of cacao. I'm not going to pronounce the first part. Roasted peanuts, caramel, and nugget. So, in other words, it's a Snickers bar, which is obviously exceptional. But I've not long taken that out of the fridge, so I'm going to need to let that come up to temperature for a bit. So, I'm just going to finish my tea first. Yes, I do have a picture of myself on my mug. I am that much of an egomaniacal bastard. So, while we're here, can we please just discuss the man babies that all lost their shit on the Emperor's website last night, the Emperor's debacle, which basically turns out old men don't know how to use the internet. It was amazing, as in so many people have woken up this morning and deleted their comments. So many people were deleting their comments. Honestly, there's still a bunch there. Don't do it now because I need these views, but don't do it now. But when you get a second, go on to Emperor's Brewing, their Facebook page, and just the comments. It's just four sort of it's four beer labels of the four beers they released. Man alive, the absolute levels of entitlement of the someone's just left. I've lost one viewer there. That was somebody who was obviously one of the people making them comments. The levels of entitlement were insane. So I'm just going a little swig of me tea, but long story short, and it's a bit on Damien because you give anyone like any sort of leeway, you give someone an inch, they take a foot. But he's put on the thing. He's put on the Emperor's put on the description. It's like once things are in your basket, you've got 15 minutes to get them paid for, and so it's like so they're basically yours. And so many people were like, it was in my basket, and then I went to do something else, and when I got back, it had sold out. He released 6 beers this year. That's all it was. You had 6 things to look at. 6. Do you know what I mean? Like, what did you do? You just sort of like, I've got 5 of them in. I'm now going to fucking pontificate for sort of 8 minutes as to whether or not I want the last one. It's ridiculous. It's not like I'm just going to go have a quick Tommy Tank. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm on the internet anyway. Do you know what I mean? I've got 9 minutes until that basket technically is emptied. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And but it's things like, it's literally things like, oh, Christmas is ruined now that I can't get, Christmas is ruined because I wasn't able to get a Docking Bay 94. There was only 103 bottles of it made. Statistically, you weren't going to get a bottle of it anyway. Do you know what I mean? You'd never heard of it until sort of yesterday. Do you know what I mean? Shut the fuck up. Speaking, I'm so angry about it. Docking Bay 94. Yeah, there's 103 bottles of it. I've got one of them. Do you know why? Because it was readily available for a week before then at the Needle and Pin in Loughborough. So I went there. Yeah. So don't say, I don't want to travel to Loughborough. I had to travel to Loughborough. I traveled for 40 minutes to get it. But that was because I didn't want to fucking lose it on a website. So there. But you know what I'm going to do? As a special treat to all those people who complained about missing out on it. As a special treat just for you, because that's the sort of guy that I am. My bottle of Docking Bay 94, bottle number 21 of 103. I'm going to do a live drain pour of this so that in honor, for your fallen homies. I'm going to pour it. I'm going to pour it on the curb. I'm going to pour it on the curb for all of you who really wanted it and didn't get to try it. I could try it, and I'm going to throw it away just because I hate you. I hate those people that much. So I would rather that be poured away than me drink something that those people wanted. That's the level of hatred and spite that I'm going into 2026 with. That's the tiny dick energy that I'm bringing from now on. That, yeah, if you want it, I'm going to ruin it. So there. So yeah, that's going to happen. So yeah, that's a £30 drain pour, and yeah, you'll see it here. So yeah, anyway, I'm just going to grab my bottle opener before I open this. I'm not going to drain pour this one. I'm going to pour that one. I've got fire going in the background as well. Just been on a run as well. So I was planning on literally just sitting it. I was planning on starting this video about an hour ago, but I got a text off a mate who was like, oh, give me some motivation to go out on a run. I was like, I'll go on one if you go out on one. And so, yeah, that was 45 minutes. And then I thought I'll have a quick cup of tea and then we'll get this open. And then we will, if you've just tuned in, you've missed the best part. It was like the Stuart Lee part of one of his gigs, isn't it? Where like he ran to, they've gone, it ran to the beginning and then it ties into the rest of the show. There we go. So yeah, sorry, I got a bit emotional about that. Though. It was just ludicrous. Like I just sort of I always think sort of like it's just this thing when people say things like white privilege. I'm just like, go on any. People are like, well, white privilege is not a thing. It's like go on any beer forum ever if someone's missed out on something, and you will see the pinnacle of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, so back in the room. Purchased from Brewing. I think they still have one or two left in stock. From Three Sons Brewing in Florida. This is Broward County brand stout. It is a barrel-aged imperial stout. It is 11 point something percent. I don't know. Can't really see it on there. It might be stronger. Oh, there's some more on the side here. 1 point. Oh, it's 14.6%. It's a 14.6% beer. I thought I was going for an 11er. It's 14.6. So that's excellent. I have eaten today, and I have to. So yeah, that's good. So I'm looking forward to this. Also, to go along with the shithousery, I've got my classic Emperor's glass. So we'll get this open. We'll get it in there, and we'll get it bloody slurped, won't we? Because we like, this is where the good sort of craft beer drinkers come, isn't it? They come to this channel where we drink the good beers that are much stronger than we were fucking planning on them being. But yeah, let's go. Oh, that is thick. That is a thick boy. I'm not expecting much of a head on this one, to be honest with you, because it says peanuts on there, doesn't it? Not it says roasted peanuts. It doesn't say anything about essence. So so it's a safe assumption that this will be made with actual peanuts. So the oils in there do prevent the head from forming. It's got a very, very small, dark tan head forming. They're like sort of I don't know, about the width of the dick of someone who'd complain about not getting a beer. Do you know what I mean? To be honest with you. But yeah, but it looks marvelous. It poured like a dream. It poured like oil. So let's have a little sniff there. It's got that again, that very malty roasted malts, sort of dark creme de cacao. Yeah, more creme de cacao than anything else on that, to be fair. I'm not really getting much peanuts on the nose, but I don't think I could tell you what a peanut smelled like. I've never walked into somewhere and was like, oh, it smells like peanuts in here. Maybe if I walked into a peanut factory, I might, but I've never been around that much peanuts as to get a distinct peanut smell. But it looks banging. It smells very nice and chocolatey. Enough of this nonsense. Let's get it bloody slurped. All 14.6% of it. Plans in the pissing morning too. Oh, that is thick. That is a thick boy. Oh, Geordie beer guy. I don't know if you're obviously the infamous John Nickel. Geordie Big Eye, I don't know if you watch this channel ever. Again, figures wise, almost certainly not. You would love this one. This is thick. It is syrupy. It is oily. It's a lot sweeter than I thought it would be, but not oppressively sweet. The nugget definitely comes through. There's tons of nugget. Nugget might be the prevailing flavor on there, but you definitely get the roasted peanuts. Is definitely sort of will that count as umami? I don't know what umami is, but yeah, like it. Yeah, roasted peanut umami in there as well. It's got a sort of Pedro Jimenez sherry sort of vibe going on as well. It's got a sort of like a sweet raisiny quality to it that is absolutely delicious. Like I said, I think it is on Brew Cavern's website if you were after it. But if you do go onto Brew Cavern's website and then you can't get it because you don't know how to use a computer, make sure you really make yourself look unfuckable on the internet by going on there and complaining about it loudly. Really say that it's ruined your Christmas. If not getting something you probably weren't going to get anyway is going to ruin your Christmas is already ruined and your family don't like you. Do you know what I mean? That's just it. Christ, it'll probably take me about 3 hours to drink this bottle. It is that thick. It's grown up. It's got that sort of it's probably got that sort of soy sauce type thing that I've never had it. What's that? Dark Lord, isn't it? Three Floyds, Three Sons. It's got that. I've never had Dark Lord, but people have all said it's got like an aged soy sauce type vibe going on to it. I think that this probably has that. It's definitely got that sort of strong, rich, dark. So I'm going to stop saying soy sauce. Do you know what I mean? Because I've said it enough. You know what I'm getting at. But yeah, it's got that. Anyone else having a beer this evening? Let me know in the comments, because then that might push it up the algorithm a fraction. Even if you're not having a beer, basically put something in the comments. So you know, if this was that what's it called guy, he'd all of his sort of like EDL fans, they'd all be commenting by now, wouldn't they? They'd all be, you know, ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, greetings from Russia. Do you know what I mean? Like, just put that. Even if you're not from Russia, especially if you're not from Russia. Oh, yeah. So, Emperor's Brewery, shithousery. Emperor's Brewery, not in the wrong. And I'll be the first one to point that out. Do you know what I mean? The damn foolishness that those guys get up to. But the last night, not their fault. I bet they know how their Pornhub subscription works, doesn't they? Don't they? Do people pay for porn? That's weird. Do you mean, like, how does OnlyFans exist? Like, there's literally porn's free. It's what the internet's there for. Do you know what I mean? That and complaining or getting like cheap Jimmy Eat World tickets or something. If anyone does know how I can get some sweet cheap Jimmy Eat World tickets, that'd be sweet, because 80 quid's the cheapest I can see, and I already have that album. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not paying 80 quid to go see a band that I've loved for years play an album that I've already got. And I saw them at Rock City. Yeah. Also, yeah. How come when that album came out, I saw them at Rock City? Cost me 12 quid. It's 25 years, 80 quid, and they're in a much bigger place. Have they gotten that much bigger? Mental. I suppose he was on stage with Taylor Swift that everyone likes, wasn't he? So that's probably helped a bit. I'll tell you what, more power to the Jimmy World lads. You know, I'm good. They're really making a go for it, aren't they? They're really making a go for it with their rock and roll, and it's working out for them. And I tell you what, I respect that. You know, I've made a lot of positive steps in my life over the last 25 years. So, you know, in a way, we're probably both as successful. So, admittedly, Jim Adkins probably doesn't live in one of his friends' fucking attics, but I don't know. Maybe he does. Maybe he does. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I don't know much about them behind the scenes. It could be it could be awful. Do you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't name another member of the band. Do you know what I mean? Like, how many views does Jim Atkins get when he does a beer review? Exactly. Do you know what I mean? Horses for courses. Can't compare the two. I really should have saved that Emperor's rant for when there were actual people watching. That was some good material. I'll just do it again. In 4 minutes, I'll do that whole bit again. I'll see if I can get it typed up into ChatGPT. See if they can make it a bit more eloquent for me. I won't be doing that, obviously, as AI is an abomination. I am not a fan of the old AI. It's a pain in the ass. Yeah. And if you weren't watching last night as well, and you're wondering why am I doing this live as opposed to just the normal, doing it in a normal video format that I do it, I forgot that I'd signed up to StreamYard, and my sort of like cheap trial ended, and I got hit with a 33 quid bill for it. So it's just like, oh, for fuck's sake. Because then, like, that's cost me 33 quid until the 9th of January. So any and all videos I'll be doing between now and then are going to be live, just so I can make the most out of that fucking absolute farce of, because apparently I'm too dumb to remember how to cancel something. Shit the bed. I actually paid for gym membership for a gym in Sheffield for like 18 months after I left Sheffield. Just I completely forgot. I was just like, why is 30 quid coming out of my account every month? It's probably a porn subscription. So yeah, so I just kept stum about that. Tell you what, I can see why people do talk about sharing these big boy bottles. Although, yeah, even though it was me who said Snickers and it doesn't say anywhere on the bottle, it definitely does have that grown-up Snickers vibe. Should be a quite nice sort of adult ice cream float. Do you know what I mean? With like a nice big spoonful of chocolate ice cream in there. I've got a huge amount of Ben and Jerry's ice cream downstairs in the fridge, though. It's always on sale at the Co-op. Do you know what I mean? Always on sale at the Co-op. My favorite one is they do like a lemon and honey one. It is banging. Yeah, I just trained myself to dislike the really unpopular flavors because then they're always on sale. But yeah, that would be great with a nice bowl of, or maybe vanilla ice cream. I don't know, if only to take the boozy edge off of it a bit. Yeah, I probably would have enjoyed something maybe slightly more refreshing than a 14.6% Imperial Stout after a run. Probably should have crushed a can of Kronenberg or something like that. That would have probably made a lot more sense. But at the same time, it is what it is. I should also invite people to come on here more often. They're always way more interested. Whenever I see like Simo Sups do one, he has like 8 people on there. More power to him, obviously. But I should probably try doing that, just so it's not just me staring at me on StreamYard for 18 minutes. But we're up to 4 people now. Should I do my bit about Emperor's Brewing again? I'm happy to do it. But yeah. Or you can just lost two off of that. Couldn't give a fuck. Could not give a fuck. Ooh. Broward County brand stout. It tastes a bit like Snickers. Oof. So the new person who's joined, what are you drinking this evening? If anything, let us know in the comments so we can get this up in the algorithm, baby. Should I? I'll add a comment. I'll just put make more comments in it. So that's an extra comment then, isn't it? What's everyone drinking? I probably should put what are the both of you drinking, but I'm not going to do that. There you go. I'm sure the comments will come flooding in now. Oh, hang on a minute. Show comments on stage. What does that mean? Oh, I can do that. That's a little thing there. I'll tell you what, that's worth 33 quid there. Do you know what I mean? The fact that I can do that. Maybe I've been able to do that the whole time, but yeah, I am very happy with that. That is a very good little addition that potentially was always there anyway, and might be there in the free version. Yeah, someone did say I should probably speak to somebody about splitting the bill, because like you can have more than one person using it. So maybe. Not watched any of that Welcome to Derry yet. I've not seen any of that. People like that, don't they? That the Stephen Kings, don't they? They like the Stephen Kings all of a sudden. Yeah, he's been around for years. You know, most of his films that are attached to him are terrible, including, by the way, the original It, which I know everyone has got bonus for because it's got Tim Curry in it. And yeah, it's perfectly watchable. But the sequel was not the sequel. The remake was way better. The first one, not the second one. The first one was brilliant. The Losers Club. And then the second one, which was like James McAvoy's it. That one was rubbish. But yeah, yeah. But I've not seen. I'm still going to watch Welcome to Derry though. Yeah. Well, I've still not seen Alien Earth yet, and Aliens is my favorite film of all time. So will that happen? Who knows? Let me know in the comments. Should I watch it, the TV show, or Alien Earth first? I don't know. You know, or should I watch neither? Should I watch something educational? I don't know, like Dance Moms. You know, I have seen Dance Moms. It's it's a thing. It's a show, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, it was rubbish. But I've seen that. That was rubbish. I haven't got time for many episodes. I know for a fact he's in episode 7 because the Facebooks, they are posting about how episode 7's meant to be amazing. So I might just go straight to episode 7 because I do that with a lot of films anyway. It was like if I've got a passing interest in a film but I've got no desire to watch it, I'll just wait until it's been out for a month and then I'll just watch like a 1-minute recap of it on YouTube. I'll just be like Nobody 2 Best Kills and just watch that. I actually watched all of Nobody 2 and it was dire. It was rubbish. Considering how great the first one was, the second one was like, it was a Ludovold toss. Yeah. Wasn't that bad, to be fair, but I wouldn't watch it again. I must have seen Nobody about 3 times. You know, that's a lot for a film. Like once you've seen it, you don't need to watch it again. But yeah, Nobody 2, I'm probably never going to watch that again for as long as I live. Oh, gosh, well, it's been fun. I've got slightly more energy than I had in yesterday's video, but at the same time, I had even more energy before I went out on that stupid run. So, and I think the fact that like I've just come back from a run and I've opened a 14.6% Imperial Stout instead of having maybe a delightful what are they called? Those alcoholic sparkling waters that everyone hard seltzers. I'm gonna kill for a hard seltzer right about now. I've got a can of Wagwan over here, obviously, which is melon cherry mixed with rum CLXXT. I don't know what that means, and that's 8%. So I should have had that. I should have chugged that first and then did the video. But I don't know, Captain Hindsight and all that. So I didn't do it, did I? So. Oh. I honestly don't get how the Beer Monster can do like 6-7 hour live streams every single night without fail. Like more power to you. I don't know how you do it. Like, we're like what, nearly 25 minutes in, and I am like drained, like physically, emotionally, and sexually. I just don't know how you manage to do it every single day. Yeah. I nearly said something very, what's the word I was looking for? I nearly said something libelous there. I was going to imply maybe other substances were involved, but I don't know the guy. There's no evidence that whatsoever. So I didn't say it, so it's not libelous. So yeah, could be, but I don't know. I don't think so. I can't imagine why it would be. It's waste. It's waste. It's a bit of waste in it for everyone involved. But yeah, I've got a lovely bottle here of Thatcher's Blood Orange cider. So I have had that in the past, and it is very, very refreshing. So yeah. What I might look into in future is getting like I expect for £36 a fucking month I pay to do these videos. I should be able to sort of like get like there in the top corner there, like a little logo of the beer that I'm drinking. So when people come in and they just see me sat here like an arsehole, they can just be like, oh, I wonder what he's drinking. I wonder if has he done the review bit. Yeah, I've done the review bit. I get that covered in the first 3 or 4 minutes, and I just sit here and talk shit for 40 minutes. But yeah, it is for the one person who's just joined. From Three Sons in Florida, Broward County Brand Stout. It is aged in Heaven Hill bourbon barrels, and it has got cacao, roasted peanuts, caramel, and nugget. So it is a 14.6% boozy Snickers bar, which you know, is as delicious as it sounds. It's very sticky, very oily, very thick, which obviously very sticky, very oily, very thick is the name of my sex tape. So yeah, it's a good one all round for everybody, really. Well, it is stout season. Oh, I don't know where I was going with that. I'm just saying stout season. It is stout season. And yeah, we've got the obviously last year I did a video every single day in December as my advent calendar, or my big ladvent calendar as I called it. I can't even imagine how I managed to do that. Like, just now the thought of having a beer every day is like terrifying, let alone having an imperial stout or a barley wine. And the worst part is I've bought for it. I've bought, like, I must have bought 30 plus beers coming in, like, over the course of the year coming into December. So I'd be like, yeah, I can do like a real belter every single day, from sort of like from lambics to imperial stouts to, as the month of December went on, I was going to be picking up some of the inevitable triple IPAs that Pentridge were going to make from their 6 birthdays that they have every year, because everyone seems to forget after 2 months that they've, the brewery must be 56 years old by now. They were 9. They were 9 5 years ago. Do you know what I mean? Like, just they have so many birthdays a year. They're constantly releasing birthday beers, and I'm not saying that as a diss. I love Pentridge. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can get a triple IPA from them for £9, banging. Even less if you go direct, but support your local bottle shops and tap rooms. If your local bottle shop or tap room is Pentridge, then just go there and buy it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, but I was going to pick some of them up as well, but obviously I didn't. Yeah, so I'm going to drink some of them on Christmas Day, though. Christmas Day is all about getting up nice and early, having a triple IPA at maybe 9 in the morning to really take the edge off. Do you know what I mean? Just the existential dread of being around everybody all day. Little snooze after that. Muppets Christmas Carol, Impy Stout and a Bailey's. Oh, I'm sounding like Geordie Beer Guy now, aren't I? Isn't that it's the sort of thing he'd say with his, glorified borderline alcoholism. But oh, it's so thick. And it's really that sort of I tell you what, Sorry, that sounded like I was like not enjoying it. I am, but it is that sort of. I refuse to give in to this thing that like everything should just be in 330s or 250s, which I know so many people insist because they want it because they're just like, oh, it's the right amount. No, big bottles are there and they're great. And normally I don't like sharing them, but maybe in like my frail dotage, I am starting to think, yeah, I could have done with maybe sharing this bottle. It is not a sit down by yourself and drink it. Also, the fact that I'm basically going to have drank a 14.6 big bottle of beer over 30 minutes, that's probably also where I'm going wrong. It's probably one of those things that you should drink over the course of an evening, perhaps. But oh well, we've done it now, haven't we? This can't connect. I don't care about that. We'll see, deal with that later. I don't think that's a problem. So yeah, that is well. I'm probably going to head off in a second. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. As always, it's super appreciated. Give your boy a like and a subscribe. And so yeah, we have been drinking for 3 Suns. So yeah, so that's available from Brew Tavern. You can. What's too late? Yeah, it's too late. Yeah, sort of. Yeah, I'll stick around for another 30 seconds. But yeah, I'm going to get going now anyway. So yeah, thank you for joining by. Like and subscribe. I probably won't do a video tomorrow because I probably won't drink. But I might do one on Friday or something. Who knows? Who knows? I might see you later on this week. If not, I'll see you next week. Do you know what I mean? Unless, of course, I die in the interim from all of those Emperor's man babies who are crying because I didn't get my beer. I didn't get my beer. Shut up. Absolute fucking losers. But yeah, thank you for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the other side. So, oh, I did forget that the problem with this thing is it takes about 2 minutes for me to end the stream. So I'm going to start doing my buys now, and I'll probably stop. See you in a bit.